Well, hey, welcome to the Daily Brew. Today we're talking about an Alaska man going viral for putting a beehive in his living room.
Where else?
Well, it's a glass observation. I kind of feel like you could keep an eye on, and it's his idea too. You can keep an eye on what's going on.
What happens when you pick it up to look at it and you drop it?
Well, I mean, the main structure is outside. He just has sort of like an observation, like where he can see it connected through a pipe there.
They must not have kids or grandkids or pets that could run and knock that over.
Because if it burst, oh my goodness.
Now, see, Joe, we didn't use our thinking caps this morning. They're in Alaska, so they want it inside. Otherwise, during the winter, they'd all die off.
Yeah, that's true. He's taking care of them.
Yeah. I guess I was not thinking. And also, I didn't see the pipe either, so clearly I wasn't using my thinking cap this morning.
I don't even know if gross is the right word. I'm saying scary.
These aren't too bad as long as you don't bother them. They're, they kind of.
But I'm just saying, if that thing, freak accident, gets knocked off and they get shaken around and the glass breaks, they're bothered, you're done.
Well, yeah, if that's loose in my house, I'm running for sure.
Running.
100%. All right, Christie's auction saying that a World Cup, they're bringing in a lot of money, okay, because they're auctioning off a bunch of stuff from the World Cup, which was during the halftime, including sneakers that Justin Bieber wore during the halftime performance.
Those were cool shoes. I don't know if they were $26,000 worth. I wonder how much you paid for them originally.
You know, I was expecting it to be much more than $26,000.
Well,
really? He
Yeah.
probably paid nothing for them and got them,
Yeah,
some
for like a
brand
product
send
deal.
it to him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes these auctions, they just yield like crazy money for stuff.
I guess a big Justin Bieber fan bought those, but here's the deal. Guys, fans out there, believers, we got to save up. The tour's coming.
Yeah, because, you guys are going to need thousands of dollars just to go see the show.
If you could buy those shoes, though, you can probably afford the front row.
Yeah.
I can't afford the front row, but I'm going to try to get as close as I possibly can.
Now, I guess what would you do with those shoes? Like, would you put them in like a glass case or something?
For sure.
Yeah, because I don't think you'd wear them.
For all we know, it wasn't even like a crazy fan. It was a guy who liked the shoes that can't find them anywhere else, and he was like, I'll take them.
Yeah. I wonder what
no.
size shoe Justin Bieber wears. He's not a very tall fella.
I bet we can Google it.
I was going to say, I'm sure that's public knowledge.
I'll look into it, guys. I'll look
And
into it.
think that it's maybe halfway true or somewhere close. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. An 8.5.
Look at that producer Jonah on the
That's
case.
a really small foot.
So
Yeah.
there are girls who could wear those.
Oh, yeah.
But he is like 5'9".
I was going to say, he's not
Yeah.
super tall, but
He's not the tallest.
Huh. All right. Well, other
okay.
things were Lionel Messi's jersey, which brought in more than 60,000.
Honestly, I would think that would go for more after the World Cup.
yeah, I think if they would have won, the World Cup, I think that would have gone for more. Since
Yeah.
Spain won, I wonder if that changed a little bit.
Well, a big part of this, though, was all this money, it didn't go to them. It went to One Goal Auction Event,
Right.
which is the FIFA Global
Yeah.
Education Fund.
Yeah,
So I
could
guess-
do it then, I think.
So was it Messi's jersey that he wore during the match?
I guess I don't know if specifically that match, but it sounds like it's just like one of his game
I feel like if that was my last World Cup, I'd want to keep it.
Well, it's just probably one of them.
Yeah.
For all we know, athletes change out jerseys like in between halves.
And
I mean, you think about it,
lost,
$60,000 is life-changing for some people.
for sure.
Who cares if you don't get to keep the journey? It's helping better
He can buy a new
there
one.
than it is with you.
They'll make
so.
him a new one.
There you go. He's got, many years to wear different jerseys.
He might not even want it because they got second, you know?
I don't want to think about it again. All right, a police officer in New Jersey, look at this, disguised himself as a shrub. Now, this
Wow,
was,
that was actually really good.
this
It is
was part of
good.
their campaign to crack down on people on their cell phones. Guess how many they caught? 74 in 6 hours.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like 12 an hour. Jeez, come on,
That's
guys.
a lot.
So, I think it's kind of, I don't know, kind of clever in a way, but also it's like, man, you got to sneak up on me like that.
When they say on the phone, I want to know, was it just anyone on it or was it like texting? If someone was like just clicking directions or on the
Well,
phone.
I think having it in your hand is illegal anyway, right?
Is it? I thought it depended on the state.
So
Well, it does,
whether
but-
it's
But Arkansas, I think,
here.
is just now instituting
Arkansas, it's illegal.
Yeah, I think-
Especially in a school zone, you can't even be on a Bluetooth device, right?
yeah, so I don't know. I kind of feel like it's kind of clever.
And this is a good reminder with school getting back in session. We've got new drivers out on the road. We've got crosswalks, school zones, all the things. Stay off the phone.
Do you guys use like the little connector in your phone? Like answer it through the speaker.
Oh, my car is too old for that. I think I'm
Yes.
Like my car still is just like, if it's just connected by aux or whatever, I just have
Plug
to
in the headphones, Danny.
But honestly, I think
That's also illegal. Don't do that.
hot take. I know they're trying to make everything more convenient with the touch screen in the
Oh,
middle.
I don't like
I
it.
think it's a distraction too.
Yeah.
Because you're over here.
Well, and the screens sometimes are huge in some of these cars. Like Teslas, it's literally all screen.
Well, a lot of the phones now, like the other day I was passenger in the car, asked Siri a question, and it said, well, answer till you're done driving. Just because we were in the car and it was, and like that was the one connected to the car. So I think they're trying, phone company, like the phones are trying to crack down too.
Yeah. Well, because it's getting bad. I mean, you think about that when you're out there on the road, how many people a day do you pass that are like this while they're driving?
Or
know?
you see them swerving, you're like, geez, they had a few. No, they're just on their phone.
Yeah. Everybody. It's ridiculous.
But I'm with Tiffany. Like, if I just wanted to turn up the AC, just have a knob for it. I don't want to.
Now you're like, you're trying to find whatever, and then the Bluetooth. This
Got a whole
connect.
AI system.
Oh, don't get me started on AI.
Yeah, Danny's done.
Trigger word.
He's staying in that car forever.
Stay with us. More 5 News This Morning coming up.